Never thought it was productive to use anger to control. A lot of people like to use anger to intimidate, to control. Not really successful at it because initially maybe you'll make an impact, but if you're always angry, people lose respect for your method. I've never seen a situation where getting angry was helpful, really. Being angry with someone, having a temper tantrum, losing your temper. They have to differentiate between what you're saying while you're angry and what you're saying. They deal with it after a while. It's like you're out of control. People don't respect your way of communicating. They learn to avoid you, tune out, walk away from it. What does it mean when I say aim? To be available, to be in tune, and to make each other happy. How can you make each other happy if you're not in tune? How can you make each other happy if you're not in tune? Same way you want to be in tune with. Initially, it could intimidate, weaken a person, especially in women. They feel weakened, but all of a sudden, the threats become lame, and you have to be careful of calling a woman's bluff or a man's bluff because you don't really know what the breaking point is, and everyone has a limit. Husbands have to be careful how they kick their wives around. If you're going to kick your wife around, you're going to be surprised because one of these days she could just say, you know what? That's it. That's it. I'm not doing this anymore. Even if he gets divorced and even if he remarries, because he's especially going to be able to, no matter what he does, he'll be able to remarry before her. But when she finally does get her life in order, he's going to see that his children are living with his ex-wife and her new husband, who the kids are going to like. Because that new husband probably going to be a nice guy. He's probably not going to get that angry. When you're composed, people respect what you're saying much more than when you're angry. In a calm, loving tone of voice, it's better received. With your child and your child's work and your child's environment, you have to be in tune with your spouse's environment. And that's why you can't attack him when he walks in the door. You know, you might really warm up. Everyone knows how important it is to go to open school night, parent-teacher night. You would move mountains to make sure that you got to meet that teacher and to know how your kid is doing, to see who your kid is with all day, who is that teacher that is framing your child's world. You're going to go to open school night and get that report. People are very careful to make sure that they go to parent-teacher night because they want to know what's going on in their kid's life. They want to understand the people that are interacting with their child during the day. The teacher spends a lot of time with their child, but when it comes to their husband, it's not a bad idea to go visit their place of business or their work or go with them on a business trip just to see what's going on. Right, Emil?
Right.
If a person knew what their spouse was doing at work, don't you think they would have a better perspective on how they would behave when their husband comes home from work?
Yes, because they wouldn't tell their husband what they did, all they did that day.
Well, it would be nice if a husband took an interest, but there is a time and a place. It's like, it's about the when. When? I mean,
They shouldn't make the husband feel like they worked harder than him.
actually, it's not a bad idea for wives to go, just like they go to open school night, they should go a few times a year to where their husband works, or go with him on a business trip, or to his office and check out what does his world look like and see what's framing his world. you might behave very differently when he comes home from work once you see what his work environment really is, what kind of pressure he has, what he's really doing when he's out of your house. And you might not say things like, oh, my husband doesn't help me enough, or he doesn't dump the garbage, or why doesn't he pay more attention to the kids? If you saw firsthand what he's doing at work, and the same for husbands. If a wife works, the husband really should try to get a glimpse into it. What is she about? Get in tune. If you went to see what he's up to at work, you might really change your attitude. Have a smile on your face. You know. Don't you think they would have a better perspective on how they would behave when their husband comes home from work?
Yes, because they wouldn't tell their husband what they did, all they did that day.
It would be nice if a husband took an interest, but there is a time and a place. It's like, it's about the when. I mean,
They shouldn't make the husband feel like they worked harder than him.
wives need to visit their husband's place of business too. The same way they go to open school night, parent-teacher night, they should go see what's going on where their husband works. Good hot cup of coffee is one of the biggest thrills in life. This is Linda from Brooklyn, and I'm your new best friend. If you don't have a Stock Answers mug to enjoy it in, call me.